GameSHOUT Radio is property of GameSHOUT, a company of Red Planet LLC. All rights reserved. Executive producer, Andy Hodges. For live broadcast booking information, syndication, or advertising, email info@gameshout.com. All comments expressed on the show are not necessarily those of GameSHOUT, Red Planet LLC, its advertisers, guests, or syndication affiliates. All music is licensed by ASCAP and BMI. Recordings of this broadcast prohibited without prior written consent.
And welcome back to GameSHOUT Radio. You're tuning into the happy, fun, good show, Anime Fun Hour with your host, Soulrift.
Thank you, Trick. Yes, this is the anime show here on GameSHOUT Radio, and I am, as was introduced, Soulrift. Well, you know, we've got a fun anime show, super happy, very fun show here on the anime show
Super
today,
happy fun time. Super happy fun time. Sorry.
Oh, yes,
no Jadria. Somebody had to do it.
Yeah, well, you know, we've got a review of Tsubasa Chronicle coming up in the second half of the show. But first, of course, as is our wont, we've got our weekly anime news. Everyone wants to get up on what's the latest thing in anime. Well, a recent announcement by Bandai Visual has mentioned a new Ghost in the Shell related anime. Now, Ghost in the Shell was a very popular movie that came out back in the day, and then they made a full anime series, Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, which then fell into its own sequel, the Standalone Complex Second Gig, and of course the Ghost in the Shell 2 Innocence movie. Well, Bandai is looking to milk that franchise for more. They're making plans for a new Ghost in the Shell related anime. Now, there's been very few details mentioned, only that the project is a cooperative effort between Production IG, another big anime studio, and Bandai, and that they anticipate a release sometime soon. So they haven't announced, for example, the name. They don't really know what the plot is going to be about, but they hope that they will be showing some announcements or hopefully some art in the upcoming Tokyo International Anime Fair. So if you happen to be in Tokyo, or likely they'll have reports on the web once it comes out, hopefully we'll have some more news on the new Ghost in the Shell series then. I personally look forward to it. I'm a big Ghost in the Shell fan. Well, also in the news, here's one that just flew me away. Yes, that's right. Taiwanese airline EVA Air is running daily flights from Taipei to Tokyo on a Hello Kitty themed jet, complete with stewardesses wearing Hello Kitty themed uniforms, Hello Kitty themed meals, Hello Kitty boarding passes.
It's going to be cream and cream, catnip, and a mouse, a dead mouse.
Well, no, I'm looking at some of the, like, someone's actually taken pictures of the different meals and the stewardesses and the actual plane. Like, the plane is predominantly white with green underbelly and wings and tail and just the Hello Kitty characters all over it. And
yeah, of course.
I guess you know, if you haven't heard of Hello Kitty, it's a pretty big franchise in Japan. There's Hello Kitty everything. Actually, they have whole stores dedicated to Hello Kitty merchandising. It's a pretty incredible phenomenon.
They have a theme park too.
They've got a Hello Kitty theme park, yes, and that is included with the tourist guide. If you go to the EVA Air website, which is available at evakitty.evaair.com, and they'll actually have well, it's all in Japanese, but there are tour guides and, you know, pointing you to the Hello Kitty theme park after you go on the Hello Kitty airline. And of course you get a Hello Kitty boarding pass, you know, which has all the logos and all the cute colors on it, and it's pretty interesting. You know, it's one thing to do Gundam Z shaving cream, but it's entirely something else to do a Hello Kitty airplane.
Yeah, big time.
Right. Well, yeah, and it's funny though. There's no business class on the boarding passes. I wonder why. Still, I wonder if Disney World will somehow.
Hello Kitty business class. I'm sorry, but that idea is really very funny. I'm wondering how many businessmen businessmen would actually, fly Hello Kitty Airlines business class.
Well, they do have those Hello Kitty stewardesses, and you know how the Japanese businessmen like those.
Flight attendants, please. Flight attendants. If you call them a stewardess to their face, they will slap you.
Well, that's what the direct translation on their website says. So.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just quoting what they say.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. Flight attendants.
It still leaves us to wonder if Disney World will set up... do they even have like a Mickey Mouse air flight or something?
No, but they do have the Disney boat. They have cruise lines premier cruise lines that Disney owns.
All right. Well, getting on in news, jumping back to Bandai, actually. This time Bandai, their hobby company, has completed the construction of the Bandai Hobby Center, a production facility in Shizuoka, meant to replace their Groupla manufacturing facility. Now, here at Bandai, they make a lot of toys, merchandising, action figures, and all that. But of course, my personal Bandai hobby product of choice would be their Gundam models. As you know, I've got several hanging around in my office here, and many more at home. I build all the high grade, master grade, and perfect grade models. I have a lot of fun with those. But in addition to the manufacturing here, this new hobby center will also be open to the public for field trips and host a showroom for Bandai products. So, hey, if next time I go to Japan, I'm definitely putting this down on my must-see list. Let's see those giant plastic injection molding machines chomping out my Gundam models and before they stick them in a box. Oh, yeah. Well, that's I can only hope that means that they're going to improve their production facilities and hopefully ship more of these things out to North America. Sometimes these things can be really hard to import. I had to fork out about $400 to get my GP01 FB expansion limited edition, right when it came out. There was only 2 that came into the store I shop at. Anyways, those pricey addictions.
Yeah, it's a real pricey addiction. Yeah,
that's right. Well, in a little bit of a twist, we actually have some sort of North American anime news. The AdultSwim.com, as of Monday, March 27th, will launch Adult Swim Fix, which streams full-length episodes 24 hours a day online. And there will be several archived episodes to be viewed at all times, and then premieres, which currently air on Fridays, will continue to debut on Fridays, 2 days before they appear on air. So this kind of, again, we'll be talking about this next week on our Friendly Fire about putting TV on the internet and broadcasting it free, and different ways of getting people the content they want, the fix they want. That's why they're calling it Adult Swim Fix. Get your anime when you want it. And we've got to take a quick break, but when we come back, we've got our review of Tsubasa Chronicle. You're listening to GameSHOUT Radio. We'll be back right after this. Hi, I'm Soulrift.
And I'm Jadray.
And you're listening to GameSHOUT Radio.
Looking for the latest in technology news?
Then tune in to Technology Today every Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern.
Where we bring you the reviews of the coolest gadgets.
And interviews with the people who make them.
We'll even answer your tech questions live on the air.
Only on GameSHOUT Radio. And welcome back to GameSHOUT Radio. This is the anime show with your host, Soulrift. Now we've got a review of the anime series Tsubasa Chronicle, which has aired starting in 2005 and 2006 for seasons 1 and 2. And there's been a big gap before season 3 came out. And so, this is one of the options they have when they have these anime series that follow the manga, and then the anime series often will cover 2 or 3 chapters in one episode, and when they eat up all their manga, what do? Well, you've got shows like Naruto that just insert filler story arcs, which are often criticized for being very lame, Or you can do what Tsubasa Chronicle did and simply not air anything and go on a 26-week hiatus. Tsubasa Chronicle is due out again sometime in 2006. There was a announcement according to the network that currently broadcasts Tsubasa that they will start the second season in spring of 2006. So hopefully we'll see some more episodes, but here's my review of the first 26 episodes of Tsubasa Chronicle.
果てなき夢求める死ぬべなき世界で
Now, the basic premise of Tsubasa Chronicle is that a young princess, Sakura, has these mysterious powers to cross dimensions. However, halfway through forming a portal, her young friend Shaoran, who didn't quite understand what was going on, yanked her out of the wall and tore up her magical wings, thus Tsubasa. Each of those feathers, which constitute Sakura's heart or memories, all went out into different dimensions. Now, Shaoran, along with two other helpful companions, have to track through parallel universes in order to recollect all of these feathers and reconstruct Sakura's memory. Now, this series is absolutely great to watch because it doesn't suffer from one of the big problems in anime. Anyone who's watched, for example, Dragon Ball Z knows what I'm talking about when I talk about the exponential power growth factor. The characters keep getting stronger and keep getting new powers, and then of course they have to keep introducing a new boss that's even tougher, and they have to make an even stronger move to beat the new boss, and eventually you just start, you know, it just blows everything right out of proportion. Well, Tsubasa Chronicle, all of these magical powers are unique to that particular parallel universe. So in the very first world they go to, everyone has these kudons, these magical spirits, kind of like Pokemon, that they can call out and have fights with. So of course all the characters, as they enter this world, they all get a spirit that they can use and fight with. But then once they move on to the next world, those spirits stay behind and they get a new set of like ninja-like powers in the next world, and so on and so forth as they keep jumping. And they jump pretty quickly. It's only about 6 episodes per world, and they keep going, collecting feathers, and with so many feathers coming out, there's just so much room in this series. It's definitely a must check out. The animation is a bit artsy at times, but it flows quickly. The action sequences are very different and interesting, and the music, I really liked some of the music inside the series. If you didn't like the intro sequence, don't let it fool you. There's a lot of very varied musical themes throughout the series for all the different characters and in all the different parallel worlds they visit. So I would recommend Tsubasa Chronicle as a must-see. It has been licensed by Funimation, so it should come to North America soon. And that's our anime show.
This is GameSHOUT Radio, the #1 talk game station in the world. Visit GameSHOUT.com for more info. GameSHOUT. GameSHOUT.